What's going on, everybody? This Barz Damu of M.O.M Music. Welcome to M.O.M Monday, the third edition, Nation Talk. This week I just want to talk about the process of the last week. I hope y'all had a great week. Me and Blazer, we've been doing a little cleansing with our mind and body, soul, emotions, and you know, if we've been going through a lot of things we seen deeply within ourselves, and we coming back at this stronger thanks to that cleanse. So yeah, everybody that's been asking about the Fly Minds EP, we're still working on it. It's just that, the producer got a lot on his hands. We have lives to live. We're still navigating through what we're going through at the current moment. But we're still working on that, no doubt. We're going hard on that. We're not really waiting on anything. It's just things that we got to go through. But that's for everybody that's been asking what's going on, because he's at school and getting his papers right and all that. So yeah, we still working. He's still working on some beats and whatnot. We're still collaborating and getting things done. But in the process, me and Blaze have been still hitting the yo hard for our upcoming solo projects. And I hope y'all ready for that, because it's some stuff. I'm not just talking like any other artist. I just feel like, it's something that need to be heard nowadays. Speaking on that, I want to reach out to all the artists out there. The game is shifting. I mean, Blazer touched on it, 2 weeks ago, 2 Mondays ago, but the game is shifting to another paradigm, or we have to shift into another paradigm of which, we have to be freer artists, because this old model is not working for us no more anymore. And I'm reaching out to those that do this music for an authentic reason, for the love of it. You know what I mean? Because for those that's too stuck on the business model, it's obvious that they want something not authentic. They're not doing it for the love of it. And I'm testing you right now. I'm testing you right now, because we need a network of these artists. You know what I mean? We need to revolutionize. You know what I mean? And look at our people, the people, as the real resource. Because what are you really doing it for? You know, I feel like, deep down in me, the voice that speaks in me telling me that, music was created to touch the soul. It's only used for that purpose. So the way in which you use your content, you know what I mean, it affects people in a major scale. And I'm reaching out to those artists that has that deliberate, conscious, you know, um 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 intent toward that. You know what I mean? Not just I'm not talking about the words you speak, the words you say. I'm talking about in the context of which you use the words. You know what I mean? In any genre, not just words. Instrumentation and all. You know what I mean? So, but that's what me and Blaze is in it for. We in it for the love of it. We did it since, you know I guess like 7 years old. That's my wildest guess, around that age. And we just caught fire with it, fell in love with it, and I realized how the words of hip hop, really affected me, and changed our lives for the better. Because yeah, I was a wreck, man, and it really helped me out. And I know all y'all can attest to that, how powerful music is. So it's just that the game needs to shift to that now, because we're in a wreck. The industry, all the industries, they're all dead. Not just music. All the industries are dead. We need to revolutionize in all aspects of those. So yeah, I'm just reaching out to those artists, man. You can connect with us. That's who I'm looking for, man. We need to connect, man. The selfishness needs to die. That's old. That's of an old paradigm. You know what I mean? You need to connect and build a new movement, new support. I'm not just saying this. I mean this dead ass. But yeah, anyway, that's what I wanted to touch on, and you can hear that. You will hear that on Fly Minds, that intent, and it'll be jamming too. And also our solo projects coming up, as well as Cali Dreams project that dropped October back in October 1st. It's called Applying Major Pressure. You can check it out on caliidream.bandcamp.com. caliidream.bandcamp.com. You can download it for free there and check it out. So yeah, and we still got developments going on as far as the music going, and y'all stay tuned for that. We'll keep y'all updated on that. But on this video, I just wanted to talk about, like, since people was talking about asking about our process, and most don't stand in the position of an artist when they're going through the process, I wanted to talk about the art process. And everybody goes through this in their life, so it may help you out. Art is a process. It's not the finishing result. So the journey is really what it's all about. Carving out the ways in which we get to our destination. That's why people are, so insane now, because they want the destination so much that they overpass the process. They overlook the process and the beauty and the intimacy of the process, which paradoxically makes the end result a lot more polished and better. So we have to take the process, more. We got to take it more to heart. You know what I mean? And this process that we're going through, we're not just taking it for granted. We're really working, but it's like we have to carve out ways, to mold it together, like a scientist. Everybody is a scientist. Everybody is a scientist, but they're not conscious of it. The ones that manifest their dreams, that work on manifesting their dreams, understand that it takes timing. They understand energy. They understand how they have to channel their energy. They have to let go of certain energies to make things come together, to put that plug in the wall, to make it, to bring life into it, to manifest it. So anything that you look at in life is like that. Anything. Everything is the same in that matter. You know what I mean? You look at an entrepreneur, you know what I mean? A drug lord, anybody, it's the same principles. So once you look at yourself, you know what I mean, consciously as a scientist, deliberately, and put it out that way, and have you and I don't want to say customer or consumer, I want to say the listener or the observer in mind, your results will come out more polished and refined, and actually timeless, because you're putting the observer in mind or whatnot. So I just want to say that to say, you know what I mean, I just want to lend a helping hand to those that feel stuck on whatever endeavor they're doing, because that endeavor might not even be for you. Once you look at it that way and you see, I can't apply this to this because I was just using this to hide from what I really want to do and I'm afraid to do. So then you can open up and do that, you know what I mean? Do that in this same perspective. Whatever perspective worked for you, but I'm just using what works for me and Blazer, because I'm not bragging or whatnot. I'm just letting you know, I'm just giving advice from which people say that they love our art. So I'm just giving you how we go about it. When me and Blazer, well, I'm not gonna speak for that nigga. Like, we twins, but we ain't the same. I know my process. When I get on that pad, when I get that pen and pad, it's there's words that come through my head, but I don't just write anything that comes down. You feel me? I know that there's a listener that's perceiving, or that's gonna listen to what I'm putting out, my output. So my process is a little more intense. It's not just, I don't just put anything down, because I'm trying to touch the person in a certain manner to which they feel what I'm saying, but at the same time not actually dumbing down. So that's a scientific process in itself. I have to look from both sides, from this side, and bridge them together. I am not dumbing down. That's why when people say dumb it down, it's really, to me, it doesn't make any sense, because you're saying the person's here and come all the way there with that person. How is that? How is that reaching a person? No. If I'm not saying I'm over anybody, but I'm just saying in a creative space, my mind is up here, and somebody else that I'm trying to reach may be maybe right here, whatever, right here. So having that in mind, I may use a certain words or a certain sounds that resonate with those people. You know what I mean? Resonate with that person and connect the dots. And the words, once they once they resonate with once they resonate with the sounds or words, they can connect to what didn't resonate, but it will resonate because one element got to them, so they're willing to listen in that space. So I just wanted to say that for, an artist, a cook, you know what I mean, a dancer, anybody, anybody that take any of those endeavors, maybe that can help you out, because you can't just throw yourself out there with no deliberate intent. That's like, I mean, that may be the way you have to start off, but the whole process is scientific. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a because what I'm hearing from hip hop now, honestly, these guys are lazy. These folks are lazy to me. Like, they just say what's cool, or they just say what the first thing that comes to their mind, and they just leave it at that. Let the beat do the rest of the work. You know what I mean? That's just lazy. Like, you got to take a scientific approach. You have to go through a elimination process. That don't work. That don't work. That don't work. That don't work. You know what I mean? Just like Joey Badass said, a real MC takes hours on his verse, on this one, or that one song, or that one verse. Not all the time, but a real MC looks through it over and over and over. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's with anything you do. You can't just, it's like a proofreading process. So that's basically what I wanted to put out there, because in these times that we going through, we really need to revolutionize the way we do things, because the old ways is dying, man. And in my eyes, it's getting boring. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to stay in tune with the talks and the updates on the music, and leave a comment. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get better at this music, this video thing. I never really, this is not my first one, but you know, I just want to get better at it. So y'all leave me some y'all critique and let me know what we can do to be better at this. You know what I'm saying? So just stay tuned, and we'll see y'all next Monday. Yeah, Nation Talk. Appreciate your listening.